it took me 2 weeks. I am so sold on this show. I like this show faster than I did Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man. Of the three Dark Trio, I am hooked faster into this story than I am either one of those two. I am so here for Gabimaru, and that fight scene at the end where they like reintroduced him as the Hollow in a scene that made him like earn the name. Man, I was so here for it.
Well, I can't disagree with you.
Oh my god.
This right now, episode 2, I'm like, well,
I'm liking
I've
this.
never been more excited about a team of people that I know nothing about. But they all have cool names. They all and like the jailers called them by their actual like street names,
Yep.
like Gabimaru the Hollow, and like I'm ill prepared for this. I wanted to bring a list of all the people so we could like recap them, but the woman who was like trying to get his attention when they were face covered, I'm very intrigued with her.
The
not
purple
just
hair girl?
Yeah, not just because
Yeah.
her breasts are out, but
In part.
because I think but I think she has a lot of. I'm interested in her. The giant dude who didn't move, like at all. He just didn't even take his covering off. He just laid there and got beat. What's he capable of? The big dude the other tall guy that picked up somebody,
like,
just
swinging
whipped them
people
around.
around.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm in love.
Yeah.
This group, it reminded me of like, I think I've brought it up in other shows, like the Suicide Squad, the Thunderbolts from like Marvel. Here's your team of convicts.
Except they're going to try to kill each other, too.
I don't think so. Oh, and the leader of the bandits or the thieves guy that like started was when he already killed
Yeah.
someone before they even like allowed it to be
So
a thing.
you don't watch My Hero Academia,
No.
but he reminds me of Bakugo. It's like, it's incredible how much he looks just
Yeah,
like that
I like
character.
him a lot because he was
Yeah.
like,
I'm
well, what do
most
they
interested
mean?
in him.
Choking him. He's already killed somebody, smashed somebody, and everybody's like, what's going on? And they had the living guy that survived the island that where all his little
Yeah.
pus
Reminded me of
things
Last of
bloomed.
Us, by the way. Yeah.
Did because like of the vines coming out and everything, and them pulling up to the island because they're all in there and they all are like tethered to their like samurai.
Yeah.
And if they get out of hand, they'll kill them and all those kind of things. If you come back alone, you're dead. The rules were there and set in place, but I think you're going to have probably out of the 10, you'll have probably like 3 maybe people that are going to try to like kill others and try to escape that way. But ultimately I do think they're going to work together because first off, if you find the elixir of life, you live forever regardless.
But
If
how
you
do we
drink
know
it-
this is still the plot? Like,
mean, that's what
there's
we're
nothing
told.
like stopping the show from taking a hard left turn
No.
another 2 episodes from now, and we're talking about something completely different. Where the elixir is just this thing that they think about because they don't have another term for it, except the reality that's behind what they consider the elixir is this convoluted story of like going left turns all over the
Yeah,
place.
it could be. I'm just the pacing of this show.
Yes, that is important.
The
It's like,
character
man.
already the character development is there.
Yep.
Like this show is doing a lot of things that we haven't seen in something recently that's done this well.
What I like about Gabimaru, by the way, is he doesn't have to like go through this training arc to get to like no. Gabimaru is like already established. It's almost like Saitama in One Punch Man. You don't have to follow along his journey to become, even though he explains
We did though.
He explains it in like half an episode, but he in the show is already established. He is
Right.
already the strongest that there is, essentially, and we just get to see him already developed. I appreciate that.
Well, I was gonna say, are we
'cause-
asking for anything different?
What do you mean?
Like, do we? That's how we like it. That's how
No,
it should be in
because
some
Yuji
circumstances.
in Jujutsu Kaisen and Denji and Chainsaw Man are both at the bottom coming up.
Yeah, but I
And
prefer this way.
I like this change.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can jump right into a story.
Yeah.
I get it. He's super strong. He's a killer. People fear him. Okay, that's all I need. Done, and done.
And then slowly drip his backstory about things that are
Yes.
troubling him. Yeah, that's
Just a couple, like a 2-minute glimpse
Yeah.
back of
Him
like,
and his wife.
Well, right, we got that with her, and we got to see why he's fighting.
Yeah.
But he doesn't kill for the sake of killing. He kills for a purpose,
I loved
Yeah.
how he was like, "Look, dude, I do not want to kill you.
but I
I
will.
will, but I don't want to." I thought you were going to come and say, "See, Thorfinn, take notes out of Gabimaru's book."
Look,
like
I'm
this
good
is
with
how
that.
you act.
If Thorfinn does that,
I
I'll
don't
be in
want
for
to
a
kill
treat.
you, but trust and believe I will if you make me.
And
Yeah.
he was killing everybody with his hands.
The way he killed everyone by like biting their throats. and
Saw
ripping
that
them
one.
out,
That was
man.
good. That was good. And very detailed because you saw the skin pooling.
And then
like
there was a camera
he
shot
did
of
really
him in the
well.
water that pulled back where it was like reintroducing, as I said earlier, about him as the Hollow. And it was like, Yes.
It's like
That's
he goes
how you
into
introduce
this like
a
this
character.
phase, and like he just changes what he's supposed to be.
And his eye detail is really creepy.
I think that way, you know,
It's
think
intended,
animes
I
are
think.
big in hands and eyes.
But him in particular, like
Yeah.
his eyes are very dead.
Right. And I think
Yeah.
he's going to grow and he's going to blossom a little bit. Part of me thinks he's going to find a relationship with a samurai, but I think that's just with any man and woman in anime. I find like they has to be in a relationship. Because, and, you know, here's the stereotypical, yes, I understand. It was back in the day. It's during samurai times. And everybody's like, well, you're a woman. You can't swing
Yeah.
that sword. I'm
I
like,
roll my
well,
eyes at that.
I mean,
Yep, I agree with you.
I'm not one to say that.
We're gonna
because
throw
if-
the woman thing in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah, I
she's a
didn't
woman
need
in a
that.
man's world. Like
No, she
yeah.
earned her way there. She wears that robe
And
or
she
that
probably
outfit
beat
for
all
that
of their
reason.
asses. And then I feel like in reality they would have appreciated her more for her ability, regardless of the fact that she was a woman.
Right, and then when you saw her naked when those bloody people were climbing over, were you aroused, intrigued? I mean, sorry.
Yeah, I can imagine that's gonna be like there's gonna be subreddits over
Well,
that
he was kind of
already.
naked too, Gabimaru. He was just
Yeah.
he was wearing
Well, the sword
his like.
shows truth,
Yeah.
and
Oh, I thought that was
they're
cool.
both burdened by the lives they take in different ways.
Yeah.
And I like how they're like the show's putting that like psychology in.
They're gonna
of,
help
like,
each other.
You killing people and what it does to the person that actually lives through the
Right, like
encounter.
when
Yeah.
because they were trying to coach her when she was doing the executions. Like, hey, if you fear and hesitate, you've now taken everything from them.
That's right.
I mean, granted, I was like, well, who cares if they're convicts? But
And her
it-
profession,
yeah.
if you can do it correctly, they go peacefully
yep,
and they don't carry any
and quit,
burdens into the
like her
afterlife.
father did.
Yeah, but I liked how Gabimaru was telling those guys that he killed. He was like, he sighed and he was like, the burden I'm going to carry now for killing you
Yeah.
is like their souls now attached
feel-
to him.
right, and that's what it
and
seemed
he
like he was
carries the
wearing.
burden of every soul he's already taken, and he's tired of carrying that weight.
Yeah.
that is pretty dope.
And
He's gonna do it. You know,
we're talking all this, and this is episode 2.
Episode
2.
Yeah, this is gonna be a very fun ride.
I think it's going to be a good anime. I think this is going to be top of. Now, granted, there's a lot of time
Oh yeah,
to go, but if we stopped right here, I'm good.
2 episodes in, we're like, yeah.
Good.
What'd you say last week? 3? And I said 6.
Yeah, you wanted 6.
By 6, my God.
Like, yeah, I didn't. We failed to see how long it was.
No,
But,
I put it in the video.
oh,
It's
you-
13 episodes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, you got a little bit. You got to move quicker.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
As opposed to like 24.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Good.
Episode 2.
All right, we're on the right track.
We are.
We don't have to argue about this. You set
No.
me up in the beginning for that.
I
I
did.
appreciate that. I was like, am I going to really enjoy this like peak level anime, and he's going to hate on this again? But
I'm ready for next week.
we're good
already.
All right. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like we're doing around here, and we'll see you next week for episode 3.